Yeah. So since the early 20th century, okay, the motion picture industry has increasingly influenced the minds of both the ordinary citizens and even the leaders of our society. Okay. Now, in the 21st century, it has been, well, I say democratized, okay, via the smartphone, okay, like you learned a few things in YouTube, and social media platforms are allowing a lot of young people to make to produce and direct their own little 2 minute movies, okay, and the influence and it influences young people, okay. So what are the benefits and challenges to our society in general, okay, the African society in general, and the whole the global society? What what are the benefits and the challenges you see?
I tell young filmmakers who approach me and say, I need to blow. And I say, your blowing is in your hands for the first time ever. The blowing of any creative person in the palm of their hands.
Yeah.
When we were starting, my blowing was in the hands of those marketers that cheated me.
Yeah.
My blowing was in the hands of the cinemas that would take my film and not pay for months. My blowing was in all those failed business deals where somebody has dripped me off. But all of a sudden, because of the democratization, as you called it, of the media, where your phone has become a tool for broadcast.
Yeah.
And with your phone, you can give you an instance. This Gambian boy who was jobless. Is this Senegalese or Gambian? An African boy who was born
on TikTok.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yes. Yeah. I saw him.
He had no training. He didn't know how to act. He couldn't speak. He just made videos and did his hand this way. And all of a sudden, he's modeling for boss. He's opening, having kickoff at important games in the US. Yeah. It's made all because of a mobile phone.
He just used his hand.
In Nigeria, even Africa Magic Viewers Choice Awards, which is one of the biggest award bodies in Africa, has created a category for social media influencers.
Wow.
And the way they have taken over everything is some of my friends who are proper filmmakers are beginning to copy them. I'm saying, let them enjoy that one. You cannot do everything.
Yeah.
Let them enjoy that one. Stay in your zone. Filmmaking is still a profitable thing.
Yes.
You can't compete with them in terms of the number of followers they have.
No.
You don't have to compete with them.
No.
But stay where you are. And some of my friends were saying, I want to build my TikTok. I said, it's nice to build it, but build it organically. Do not go and start doing what you don't know how to do or what will make you look stupid because you're chasing somebody else's destiny.
Yeah.
Your destiny is there for you. So back to the question. It's a case of having your own destiny in your own hands.
Yeah.
And that is the first time ever that has been the case.
Yeah.
So you do not need anybody, really. You do not need me, those young directors who will contact me. I said, you don't need me. Call your friends, use your phone, get a free online software, edit the film to your heart's content. Go on YouTube, get their music for free. Put it on the film. Share it with everybody.
Yeah.
If it strikes a chord, people will share it without knowing who you are.
Yeah.
And once they start sharing it, your profile rises,
Yeah.
and people would now pay you to do what you've been doing for yourself.
Yeah.
So the prospects are great. And I cannot overemphasize the novelty of that power and influence in the hands of young people. And I guess they have to understand how powerful it is by comparing themselves to what we were a few years ago when we were their ages. There was none of these opportunities.
No.
As with everything, as Spider-Man would say, with power comes responsibility.
Yeah.
And therein lies the flip side of that coin. Because there is a commodification of everything.
Yeah.
Everything is for sale. There is a level of fakeness that drives people to impossible lengths trying to keep up with the Joneses. You know, if I wanted to break some hearts and set people's pulses racing, I would have put a background of Malibu in this video.
Yeah.
And I'll be talking to you as I'm talking to you from Malibu.
Yeah.
And somebody will say, why is my life like this now? Why not me? God, when is my own coming? Meanwhile, so you find that there is a huge difference between the person online and the real person in their homes.
Yeah.
So you find these ladies in Nigeria, they will borrow their friend's costume or their friend's clothes, go to a restaurant, take the most alluring pictures ever, and go home to their under the bridge squat.
Yeah.
And you see the pictures on the or in the restaurants, you think she's living the life. Meanwhile, she's lying on her mat somewhere being eaten by mosquitoes. And somebody will look at it and say, you know, why put themselves under pressure to try and meet that expectation.
Yeah.
That is the flip side.
Yeah.
There's also the misinformation, which we've seen all over the place, where people manufacture stories, share videos from different contexts, and use them to say, oh, they're killing Hausa people in Imo State now. And then there will be reprisal attacks in the north immediately because they've seen the video of Hausa people being killed in Imo State, forgetting that was in Mali, if you know what I mean. So that is the other side of it. Apart from the pressure on young people to live on impossible to meet impossible expectations of personal appearance, of worldly things, of achievements, of success. There is also the flip side of people having to contend with a level of misinformation that the world has never seen.
Yeah.
I can actually say a lie this morning, put it online, and before morning, everybody's carrying it, believing it to be true.
Now, what you just talked about, the disinformation is the most challenging thing we need to get our hands on top of, because like you said, people just get one video from somewhere and they edit it a little bit, put captions and share it, you know. And for me, I noticed one thing about most of the videos coming from Nigeria in particular. They don't share it from a website or YouTube. They share the file itself. I don't know why they do that. Okay. See, because I know that if they share those videos on YouTube, okay, if they share the link to YouTube, somehow YouTube will remove many of them. So I don't know why we share raw files.
So the explanation for that is rather simple.
Mm.
When you're sharing a link,
Yes.
you are making somebody rich.
Yeah.
So when you share, if I put a video on my YouTube, if I release a trailer for argument's sake,
Yes.
and I release it on my YouTube page, most blogs will not take the link from my YouTube page. Most blogs would download the trailer.
Why?
And put it on their platform.
So
because
you
they are growing. That is part of the problem. So there is a consumerism that is going on, whereby everything is about how many eyeballs I hit.
So
how many people are subscribing to my channel.
You that did the work to make that trailer, you don't get anything.
You don't get the following. People got rich on Last Flight Abuja because of how influential and how successful it was. People, by just putting the trailer on their platforms, not connected, not linked to my original launch page, they would just download it, put it on their page. Boom. They have
and then
1,000 views, 1 million views.
Start following their page.
Yeah. So what they now do is essentially, it is the eyeball, and they don't want you to come back. They just want you to come to their platform to watch it. You watch it, you can take it and go somewhere else. So there is the attention span of the average young person these days is as long as a TikTok video, which is, 10 seconds?
Wow.